Hey guys, I'm here. See who's around today. Right on time. At least my time. See what everybody's up to today. Here comes everybody. Brian, Tony, Logan, Jean, Terry, Mean Bird, Alex, Jeff, Ryan, Anthony, Fishing Channel, Gonzo, Terry. Was that Yet Pig? Henry, Roger King, Calgro, Vicky. All right, let me see if you guys have any questions here. Can you fish for bluefin with poppers? So Rob, was that Robel's fishing channel wants to know, can you fish for bluefin with poppers? Yes, you can. This time of year, maybe not, but summertime, definitely can catch them on the poppers. The big ones, the big tuna, the big bluefin, like the ones that are out there right now, and what most guys target, um, use flying fish or they use kites and stuff like that. But when the fish are blowing up on the surface, yeah, you can catch them on poppers. Um, Roger King, where's good fishing at besides scoping? I think you mean sculpin. Basic, you can go offshore and catch tuna. Jeff was just out last week. He caught some monsters, but I've only been fishing sculpin, calico bass, and sand bass right now. I would think you'd be able to catch those anywhere. Calgary, yeah. It's going to be 80 over the weekend. I just got booked for Saturday, so I have a charter on Saturday. I wouldn't be surprised if I get a charter for Sunday because it's going to be so warm. Okay, so is that Yet Pig or something like that? 80 with a Daiwa 300, work for small yellowtail. Oh, small yellowfin. Um, it's a little small. I would say at least a 400. You could probably get one if you got really lucky, but you don't want to be fishing for yellowfin with a reel that small. You know, I've caught them on them on small reels like that, but um, at least a 400. That way, if you hook something like 40, 50 pounds, you at least have a chance. Andy, what's Andy's house? How's it going? What's the best bet for yellowtail? San Diego, around La Jolla. I would say either squid or like mackerel, small mackerel on a dropper loop rig. Try to get on the edge of the drop off, go down 60, 80 feet, 90 feet. Yellowtail seem to like that 80, 90-foot area. Logan, loved the earlier video. Cool. Anthony, how come you don't fish out of Redondo much? Because I don't get invited on the boats. So the boats that invite us to come film with them or offer me a deal so I can charter the boat at a decent price, those are boats we film on. So not everybody likes to do that. So that's why you see me on the Gale Force and Triton all the time because they're easy to work with. And a lot of other boats, they don't see the need for marketing and they don't help. So I just go where I get invited. Nature Whisper, hello. Hello, Leo. Yeah, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please subscribe. I got 50 of you on here already, but only 15 likes. So maybe let's all match up and all get 50 likes. John caught 2 rainbows at El Dorado Park today. Cool. Yeah, I did talk to Fish and Wildlife, and they are stocking the trout right now. So they are burning through the trout they have in the hatcheries, and they're trying to get them out there to help support all the new people buying licenses. So that's cool. Ryan went sturgeon fishing Saturday and Sunday in the bay. It was slow, only caught some undersized stripers. So right now in the bay, Ryan, you can catch both sturgeon and stripers. That's pretty cool. And just says he's been super skunked. You know, if you're out fishing and you get skunked, I don't care what kind of fishing you're doing. Downsize your line, downsize the lighter line, downsize your hook, your bait, all that kind of stuff. We have a couple of super chats here. So, Terry, thank you. And Dan Demand. And this is what we're giving away today, guys. $25 gift card for my website that Jeff was kind enough to donate. So thank you, Jeff, for that. April. Okay, what other questions are here? Yeah, Brian, it's going to be 80 degrees here this weekend. It's going to be hotter than that in the valley. I think they're saying like 84, 85 degrees. So that's ridiculous. Jose went about 4 miles out of Long Beach, was fishing B52 with live bait, caught big sand bass and sculpin. Yeah, put squid on it. It'll work a little bit better. But that's cool. You caught them with live bait. Jose, if you got pictures, please send me some and I'll put them on my Facebook page. Fishing channel. How do you fish for a big bluefin? There's tons of videos on it here on YouTube, not on my channel. But Jeff is here and he'll be glad to help you how to do that. But it's all about fishing with flying fish or a big mackerel on a kite or a balloon is how they normally do that. Said Ninja Mike, what's a good starter rod for surface iron, a 400 Komodo? Well, there's a bunch of rods you can get for throwing the iron. So Phoenix makes some. I've always used CalStars, but there's a bunch of different brands of rods you can try for that. A 400, I don't know if that would be that good. I mean, I use my Komodo 400s and I do throw jigs on them. But you might want a reel that doesn't have the automatic line winder on it. It probably casts a little bit better. Does anyone know when? Yeah, I have no idea on that one. So Adler Outdoors says it just got a Daiwa Alexa 300. What pound braid should I put on it? 50 pound braid. And then if you're going to use it for calico bass, rockfish, fill the reel all up with braid and just use a small leader. If you're going to try to use it for yellowtail, at least 75 yards of mono on top of the braid of the spectrum. Ken, you going to try for colonet this spring? maybe later in the spring. The trip I was going to do for February, we're not going to do. Just everybody with COVID being so bad right now, everybody's really kind of nervous about going. So I'm not going to do my usual February trip this year, and we probably aren't going to start doing any TV filming trips till April or May. So some of the boats, some of the guys I know came down with COVID recently. So just going to take it easy on the big filming trips right now. Jonathan, favorite circle hooks and sizes for sardines. I use a lot of the Mustad circle hooks. Um, I usually use a 1.0 to 2.0 most of the time. I don't have any packages of them here. That's what I was looking for. I probably have them out in my fishing room. And if you're going to fish for the big tuna with circle hook, you need to use a heavier hook, heavier wire hook. Don't use a thin wire hook for tuna or yellowtail. Use a thicker hook. Does the audio sound okay, guys? What else? Jeff. Yeah, Jeff went fishing and said he was drifting watching football and he got some halibuts. So that's cool. And then he got lobsters too. So that's cool. All right, Andy's got a new boat. That's awesome. Ryan, slowing down for sturgeon. It's getting cold in the water. Yeah, see, I don't know that much about the Bay Area. I saw some pictures of guys going sturgeon fishing, but I haven't seen lots of pictures of them lately. So I was just wondering. Oh, Jose had live squid. So they have live squid at the Bay Receivers now? I didn't know they had live squid at the Bay Receivers. Did you get it from Nacho or where did you get the live squid? Yeah, Kevin just pointed out a good point. The question about the circle hooks. The sizes are quite different by brand. An owner circle hook is way different than a Mustad circle hook, and an Eagle Claw circle hook might be different than Gamakatsu circle hook. So the one I'm talking about is a Mustad 2.0 and 1.0 is what I normally use. Roger, how do you set up a pole for catching yellow? So you're talking, Roger, you're talking about yellowfin or yellowtail? Oh, yellowfin. Most of the time when we're fishing yellowfin, we just use a hook and a small sinker, or lots of times not even a sinker. As of, can I use a gift card I want on a private charter? Yeah, you can use it for a private charter. You can use it for one of our filming trips later in the year. That'd be fine. No problem. Okay, let me get these tickets really quick. Adler. Outdoor adventure. Daniel, thank you. There's your tickets. John, thank you. Okay. Audio's good. Okay, good. Okay, what's some other questions here? So Christian is asking, what rod and reel would you recommend for 600 feet for rockfish? Well, you're going to want a stout rod. You're not going to want a rod that bends very much. And I don't know how big a sinker we're going to have to use. A 1 pound sinker isn't going to cut it. Probably going to have to go like 2 and 3 pounds. So it's going to be like the old rock cod rods. And you don't need to use the huge 9.0 reels that we used to use, but you're going to have to use probably at least a 4.0 size reel. I don't know, maybe with Spectra you could get away with the smaller reel. I don't know if a jig, maybe if you took a jig master. Now, but you're going to want a bigger handle. You're going to want a bigger power handle so you're not winding all day long. Yeah, you're probably going to want a bigger reel like a 6.0. So we'll do that. Yeah, let's say bigger reels. 600 feet is deep. Okay, good. I'm glad the audio is good, everybody. So Zay says that Nacho has live squid. I was just there on Saturday. I didn't even see a sign that said live squid. Maybe he didn't have it Saturday. Because when I was coming in Saturday, I saw the squid boats going out to go catch bait. So maybe they got it Saturday night. Hello, Ryan. Andy, what's the best way to catch mackerel with a sabiki? Really, there isn't much to it. You just got to cast it out and move it around. Um, if you want to cheat a little bit, just put a little piece of squid. You don't have to put them on all 5 hooks, but maybe 3 of the hooks, put a little piece of squid, and you should do well. It's pretty easy to catch the mackerel. Abraham, bugs are still crawling. So he got 4 lobsters over the weekend. That's cool. Well, they're not crawling that good if it took 5 sets of 5 nets to catch 4 fish. That's less than 1 per set. But at least you're still getting them. That's good. Tyler, I was reading about bass fishing. I was wondering if a drop shot is the same as a dropper loop. No, it's not. It's totally different. A drop shot, it does the same kind of thing, but a dropper loop rig is different than a drop shot. I guess you could kind of tie it the same way, just cut the line out so you don't have the loop. Ryan, what do you think about the Klamath 18? The Klamath, aren't those all aluminum boats? You see those aluminum boats, you get pounded a lot more. The Whaler would be a lot better. It's a heavier boat, and you'd be a lot more comfortable in it. So, what some guys do is they'll take their center console and they'll put a T-top on it, and then you could put a sheet of glass or plastic right on the console there, so you have some wind resistance. But you're going to be on an open boat like a Whaler. There's not much you can do about the wind. I mean, you can have a little bit of windshield, but not that many. Okay, what's the next question? Tyler's answer that question. Jonathan. So Jonathan's asking about the must-add circle hook, the offsets. Um, I often use the offset hooks. I just think it kind of sets the hook a little bit better. But they both work. The straight set and the offset. But probably most of the time I'm using the offset. And when you're fishing 600 feet deep, if you're going to be using them for that for the rockfish, you're going to want to use a circle hook because at 600 feet you can't set the hook. The fish has to do it for you. So let me get your ticket for you, Jonathan. Okay. Tracy, you got a ticket. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, if you guys have never used a circle hook, make sure when you use them, you don't set the hook. If you try to set the hook, you're not going to do any good. Okay, what else is here? Yeah, broomstick is what Jeff says what rod to use. That's probably right. That's basically what the old rock cod rods were like. Roger would like to go out on one of your charters, I guess, when it gets warmer. It's not going to get much warmer than this weekend. It's going to be in the 80s this weekend. 80s is it's going to be 85 in the valley, they said. That's ridiculous. Let's see what else. Christian would have Phantom 30 or 40 level. Um, Christian, I haven't fished with those reels, so I don't know. I don't think a 400 is going to work. Maybe if it was all filled with 50-pound Spectra, but when you start fishing that deep, 600 feet, you really want a power handle. You want a bigger handle so it's easier to wind. You don't want to be fishing with the gear that you would use at 100 feet. So you really want to have a bigger reel with a bigger handle. Do I ever eat ground beef tacos? Yeah, I like all kinds of tacos. Benjamin, Matt. Tried for lobster in San Pedro Harbor. Couldn't find them. Got 4 red crabs. So cool. Now make sure you measure the crabs because they have a size limit too. See, Jeff's talking about using a 6.0 reel, and that's probably what I'm going to use. Probably a 6.0 with Spectra. Maybe I might even have some old Dacron. Might even use that and a power handle. Have some old power handles I have to find, and I have some reel plates. I found a couple reel plates at my office the other day, so I'll probably put that on. Corey, have you ever heard of a casting reel that can reach out 100 yards into the ocean? 100 yards. Yeah, I'm sure there's reels that will do that. I don't know if they're good for fishing too, but I'm sure you could do that. Matt, Nacho had squid Saturday. Okay. Guess I should have looked for the sign. I'll have a charter Saturday, so I'm sure we will buy some squid for Saturday. Roger King, how often do you need to change Spectra braided line? Not very often, but you should take it off your reel every like year or two, probably 2 years. Wash it off in fresh water, dry it, and then put it back on your reel. Which I don't do that often, to be honest, but you should do it. Kurt Tank, is it legal to catch your own bait with the throw net? No. Okay. Throw nets are not legal in California. And I'm really surprised that tackle stores sell them, but they all sell them saying that they're assuming their clients are taking them to Mexico where they're legal to use. But throw nets are not legal, I don't think, anywhere in California. I'm pretty sure not for freshwater. And yeah, freshwater, saltwater. Throw nets are not legal. Okay? So don't buy one. Sean, do you know when the squid schools start coming up? There's squid already around. If they're selling squid at the bait receiver, there's squid locally. Now, I don't know which islands are at, or they're off La Jolla right now, but they're catching squid at Catalina, so there's probably squid schools around up and down the coast. Brian, it's a drop shot. Let's see what else is going on here. Okay, so Brian's talking about the difference between a drop shot and a dropper loop rig. So Jeff is going. See, I lost your question. So Jeff, are you leaving for the tuna grounds right now, or are you leaving in 3 hours? I'm guessing you're leaving in 3 hours, but I'm not sure. How far are you guys going? 100 miles, 150 miles? Abraham. Okay, you guys are talking. Spoon. Heading out of Point Loma. Kelp on Friday with some friends. Okay. Okay, what else here? Spoon. Are you not allowed to catch rockfish and sheephead, or just not take? You're not allowed to fish for them. Okay, so like you can't drop a line down 400 feet where it's all rockfish, catch them, and then try to release them. You'll get a ticket for that. But you can be in 100 feet fishing for sculpin, and if you catch a sheephead, or you catch a rockfish, you bring it up and then you release it. What you will need to do though is have a device that you can drop the rockfish down in case you do catch a rockfish. You have to drop it back down so it won't die. Let's see. Thomas, what game fish are people catching right now? Halibut, calico bass, sand bass, Sculpin basically is it. And some guys are fishing for um, opali, and then all the beach stuff is available. All the if you want to go fish for surf perch, all that is available. Come on, April, come say hi to everybody. Oh yeah, we should put the thing on um, for the raffle. Where is my raffle thing? Guess I don't have that page up. I have to put it up real quick. Let me put this up here. Yeah, we have that raffle going on, guys. $25 a ticket to win a chance to get a free charter with me to Catalina. So right now we're talking about doing this until June, but we might do it sooner. Might do the drawing sooner. So here's the raffle link to the raffle. And if you buy a raffle ticket, the way our system works, you need to, when you buy it, put a shipping address, even though we're not shipping you anything. For the transaction to go through, you still need to put a shipping address. Okay, what else? Any questions for me? Calico Joe, hey Dan, and all. Any advice for East Cape boats you like? I'll be hosting a trip down there the last week of July. So if you want to join us there, there's a lot of good boats down there. June is a little early, but you could fishing will still be okay. You'll still catch fish. But I'll be hosting a trip there the end of July if you'd like to join us. So Jeff's saying back home it's in the low teens. Okay, fish guy back in the day. Yeah, I still have that real fish guy. I still have that reel. Calgrow. What's the question here? Dan, what would be your go-to all-around setup for California? Still good for yellowtail, but I really like a basic outfit that we use in our private charters is either Alexa or Komoda 400 size reel, 50-pound Spectra with 25-pound, like 100 yards of 25-pound mono on top. And I just use the California rods from Turner's. They're inexpensive, they're good quality, they're Phoenix blanks, and get 7.5 foot, 8 foot rods, and they work out great. So that would be my go-to setup as you're asking for Southern California. That's the same setup I use in the Channel Islands. I use in Northern Cal, fish in the bay, or to go to the Fairlawns. So I use that outfit a lot. And I even use it on the small tuna, fish like 20 pounds, 25 pounds and down. I'll use that too. Brian, you're welcome. I use Drop Shot, Oregon. What else did Brian say here? Also, Corey's talking about the specific reel. Maybe you could send me a link. I'd like to see one of those. The one that you're talking about. So, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please subscribe. Really want to get to 20,000 subscribers as soon as possible. Spoon. Yeah. You can catch almost any fish, even if you caught a Garibaldi, which is a state fish, long as you don't keep it, long as you don't bring it in your boat and you just put your hands over the boat, release it and let it go, you won't get in trouble. Where you get in trouble is when you bring fish into your boat. That they consider that possession. So even like lobsters, when you go lobster fishing, you're not supposed to bring your hoop net in the boat and then measure them. You're supposed to do all that outside the boat. So if it's a short one, you just let it go. So yeah, you won't get in trouble for accidental catches. You get in trouble for keeping stuff. Now, fish guy, cast nets are not legal in California. They're not legal at all in California. Let me see. Do yellowtail eat squid near the islands? Yellowtail, white sea bass, calico bass, halibut, tuna, sheephead, everything eats live squid. Around islands, not around islands. Yes, they do. Okay, Tyler's talking to people. So Jeff's running 141 miles from Dana tonight to go fish tuna in the morning. So guys are asking what to catch right now. Jeff is going tuna fishing tonight. So Roger's asking for his Daiwa Alexa 400s. What size line to put on them? I would say start off with 50-pound. You could put 65-pound Spectra on it, but I like to put like 100 yards of mono. So I go with 50-pound Spectra, and then I put 25-pound mono on top. If one of those reels, those two reels, you're going to only use for calico bass and only use for like sculpin fishing, then you could fill it up with 65-pound Spectra and be okay. And then just use a small leader on it. But if you're going to use those reels for yellowtail, tuna, you want to have at least 50 to 100 yards, 75 to 100 yards of monofilament. Ivan, thank you very much. Let me get caught up here on this tickets. Calgrow, thank you. Yeah, fish scale. I don't think throw nets have ever been legal in California, but I know they haven't been legal for a long time. Let me see what else. So, was it N6 Young? You really don't want to use a 2-speed reel for rock fishing because then it's only 1-to-1 ratio, and you'll be there all week coming up from 600 feet. You only want to use a 2-speed reel when you're going after big tuna and they're straight down below you and you got to lift their head up. So, really, you don't want to do that. Just use a regular reel with the power handle. Don't wind really fast so you don't spin them off, and that'll work out good. Hey, Oz, thanks for joining us. Tyler, when's my schedule coming up? Um, I probably won't have my schedule to the end of February or sometime in February. Um, Everybody is just kind of holding back right now, waiting to see what happens with COVID. So a lot of boats aren't booking stuff right now. So we shall see what's going to happen here. Raspberry Coach, did you see my ticket come through last week? For the raffle, I don't have them all in front of me because I keep all those at my computer at the office. I don't have them here. Corey, I haven't done any of the deep drop for sword fishing. I might try that, but my luck, I'll hook 1,000-pounder and be there for a month trying to bring it up. So I like calico bass fishing, yellowtail fishing. The whole deep drop, just sitting there all day hoping that you get a bite, just seems kind of boring. But if you get one, it'd be awesome. I caught one swordfish many years ago in Mazatlan, but that's the only one I've ever got. Ryan, the whaler handlers, rough and water. Yeah, if you guys are buying the raffle tickets for the free trip, please remember you have to put in your mailing address. So when you're filling out the billing part of it, after you put in your shipping address, I mean your billing address, there's a button there you can press, and then right there you can add the shipping address. And it'll do it for you automatically. Yeah, Ryan. Yeah, you could still put on your whaler. You could still put a T top on there, and then put a piece of plastic in there for a wind guard. Jean, hey Dan, where are you fishing at on Saturday? I'm fishing local. So I'm probably going to be everywhere from Isers to the Horseshoe and maybe up toward Palos Verdes, depending on how much time we have. Yeah, I was there Saturday too. I didn't see a sign for it, but that's why I'm wondering if maybe the squid boats came by and dropped it off later in the day. Because the guys here say that they bought it on Sunday. Tony, any more information on deep, larger reels, bigger, which here? Yeah. Okay. So when you're talking about the retrieve and the spin and all that, what you have to also remember, Tony, is the size of the spool. So here's a 300 reel. Here's the size of the spool. Okay. On a 4.0, it's that big. On a 6.0, it's that big. So because it's bigger like that, every time you turn the handle, you're going to be picking up a lot more line than you will on a smaller reel like this. So the bigger spool, the bigger reel has a bigger spool, and you fill that up with line, you're going to get a lot more line in than you are in a small reel like this. Okay. Hope that helps. Fish guy have cast nets, umbrella nets. Okay, so fish guy, umbrella nets are legal to use to catch bait. A dip net is legal to use at certain lakes. You can use a dip net like at Diamond Valley, where if you catch shad there, if you catch them in that lake and use them for bait, they're legal, but they're not legal to use at other lakes. So you have to know the regulations for the lake on where you can use them. But you can't use a throw net. Can't use a throw net. You can use a dip net at some of the lakes. Okay, Ryan, thank you for your ticket. Matt, thank you. And just again, guys, the gift card was paid for by Jeff, who's on his way out tuna fishing. Tracy bought another ticket. Thank you, Tracy. Thanks, Tracy. Okay, Roger, I'm glad I answered your question. That's why I'm here. Try to answer your questions. Problem is, guys, I don't see all the questions because I kind of scroll through here. So I'm trying to get them. Benjamin, I think what Jeff is saying, he's just trying to support me, so that's why he was kind enough to buy the $25 gift card to hand out to you guys. So he just wants to see that the $25 he spent comes back and helps me out. That's why he's asking you guys to please buy super chats. So it helps out. You know, it's been last year was a terrible year with COVID, everything going on. And this year starting off kind of like the same. It's been a challenge. And I have probably half the sponsors I had last year just because everybody's nervous on what's going to happen. And with what's going on with the government, what's going on with COVID, what's going on with people getting the shots, not enough people getting the shots, you know, all that stuff. So everybody's kind of nervous. So I'm hoping I pick up some more sponsors here in the next month or so. So every little thing, every little super chat, raffle, all that stuff really makes a difference. So I really appreciate all your guys' support. Tony used to catch tomcod, buttermouth perch, some others, Seal Beach barge. Are those fish gone? Are they called? No, there's still tomcod there, but nobody fishes for them. And the buttermouth perch, you can still catch them on Belmont Pier and Seal Beach Pier, stuff like that. I'm sure all the piers have them, but there's no more barges. So, Thomas, if you were fishing for halibut, what bait would you use? Um, I've caught them on squid. I've caught them on sardines. I've even caught them on mackerel. Caught them on anchovies. If I was fishing for white sea bass, I'd be using a bucktail with the whole squid on it. And lots of times when I'm fishing a bucktail with the whole squid in like up in the Channel Islands or Catalina looking for white sea bass, you catch a lot of halibut because they're in the same area. They hang out in the same kind of bottom as the white sea bass. Jeff has a 54-foot, think it's a Hatteras. He has a big boat, big, fast boat. I'm sure he'll post it here what he has. What else do we have here? Aaron just got a Van Staal reel. Yeah, I know those reels are expensive, Aaron. I've never used one, and I don't even know what the prices on them are. I just know they're expensive. Tyler, I didn't know that. I didn't know the buttermouth perch are also called black perch. Michael, who's that? Whitaker? My grandfather loves your show. Hey, Grandpa. Corey, here in Oregon, cast nets are legal for us to use. Okay. Don't use them in California because you'll get a big ticket. Oh man, it's already 8 o'clock. All right, let me scroll down here and see who else bought tickets here. Ivan bought a ticket. See when's the last ticket I got there. Okay, Ivan, let me get you a ticket. I think that's your second one for today. Lloyd. Thank you, Lloyd. See if there's a couple questions I can answer real quick. Benny, going on the Mirage out of Channel Islands overnight, what rigs do you recommend? What are you guys going to go fishing for? Because there's no. You guys going to go drift for halibut, look for white sea bass, fish calicos? Because you can't fish rockfish. So I'm dying to know what you're going to be fishing for. I would call the landing, find out what the trip is specifically going for. But if it's going to be white sea bass, yellowtail, take some bucktails, use the live squid, and you can use them for calicos too. Jamar, what's the best app to locate fishing spots? On any of your plotters, you can, they'll have all the artificial reefs and stuff, but to find the actual spots, you can just buy the books at the fishing tackle shops, and they have books that have the spots for like different spots on the horseshoe, where Iser's Reef is, all that. And lots of those reefs, like Iser's Reef, all the man-made reefs are all on the fish finders. And You have to buy a card, a chip, to go in your fish finder, and those spots are there. But I don't use any apps for the spots. You buy the books and you load all those numbers into your GPS, and when you're on those numbers in those areas, you will find other spots. Like there's lots of other spots that are at isers that aren't on the charts, but as you drive around them, you find them and you mark them. Sometimes when I'm driving from, say, Huntington Flats to the Horseshoe, and I drive over something, I mark it, even if there's no fish on it. I see a high spot or see something pop up, I'll mark it, and maybe not even to fish that day, often not to fish that day, but just in case I'm in the area sometime and I want to stop somewhere, then I have an idea where to go. So always, add new spots to your fish finder every time. Michael, what's your favorite catfish bait? The one I see the most catfish caught on is shrimp with stink bait on it. I probably see that more than anything. And at our kids' events, I see quite a few fish caught on, we call M&Ms, mealworms, and marshmallows together, because that's what we give the kids for bait. Okay, Lloyd's got another ticket. Don DeHerder's got another ticket. Thank you. Oz got a ticket. So you guys still liking these? You want me to keep doing these? Just wondering if you guys are getting bored of them or if you still like them. Yeah, Lloyd, I haven't had dinner yet too, so I'm gonna go make dinner here soon. Then go watch TV for a little bit. And then I'm gonna be doing a bunch of cooking videos. So I'm just wondering, do you guys, I don't know how many of you cook fish, but for my cooking videos, I'm trying to decide, do I do the cooking video with just cooking the fish, or would you guys like to see a little fishing action with it too? Or, that's what I'm just trying to figure out. Hey, Greg Silks is here, guys. He's a guide and a lure maker. So what does he say here? You cannot have a throw net within 2 miles of Southern California Lake. Okay. He would know, guys. And he's the guide I was with when we used the dip net at Diamond Valley. And he'd explained to me that you can only use the net, that kind of a net in that lake to, and you have to, if you're going to use live bait there, you have to catch the bait there in the lake, at that particular lake. Yeah, Brett, I was wondering the same thing, how he watches this when he's out to sea that far. So he must have internet on his boat. Oh, he hasn't left yet, but he's pushing off at 9:30. Yeah, have a good trip. Are you fishing Mexican waters or are you fishing U.S. waters? Terry got another ticket. Thank you. Christian's got a ticket. Thank you, Christian. see what else. Michael, you sent me an email about a sponsorship. Did you send it today? Because I haven't gotten anything. Or did you just? Oh, okay. You sent me it today, just right now. Cool. Okay. I just saw that. Yeah, I don't check my emails when I'm on here. Ryan, how difficult is it to catch halibut? It's not difficult if you're in the right area. Jeff got 3 on Sunday. He was out just drifting, watching football games on his boat while he's out there, and he got 3. So if you're in the right spot, it's not hard to get them. Tony, that would be a nice raffle. Go fish on Jeff's boat. He's busy with his clients when he's out. He takes a lot of his clients out fishing. So Lloyd just booked a 3-day trip on the Ranger for July. That's cool. Oh yeah, so Jeff does have 54-foot Hatteras. That's cool. So Kiwi's asking, Kiwi reacts, is it true that the second rod fishing is only? Yeah, it's only for freshwater. For saltwater, you don't need a 2-rod stamp. You can fish with 2 rods on the ocean. Actually, if you're on your own boat, I don't think there's a limit. You could have 50 rods out. If you're on a pier, you can only use 2 rods on a pier. If you're surf fishing, I don't know if there's still a limit of 2 rods, but if you're in a lake, you can only use 1 rod unless you have the 2-rod stamp. So a 2-rod stamp, then you can use a lake or river, anything like that. Then you can use the second rod. A lot of guys do that when they're lake trout fishing. They'll throw one out with bait, put on a rod holder, and then they'll use mini jigs and lures with the other rod. But you can only do that with the 2-rod stamp. So, who's that? Net Joe says that small lobsters are good at the pier. That's good. Okay, we got a couple more tickets before we do the raffle. Just sold these guys. Brent. There's Brent. There's Eric. Oz got another one. Thank you, Oz. Abraham. Sparza. Okay, guys. Thank you. Yeah, no, Isers is pretty good. I was just there Saturday. Part of the video that I posted um, on Sunday, I was there Sunday. Part of the video that I posted on Sunday um, was filmed at Isers, and the other part was filmed over at the Horseshoe. But it was pretty good fishing. Gonzo bought another one. Thank you. Yeah, we did pretty good on Sunday, guys. It was pretty good fishing for sculpin and bass, and there was a lot of bass. Not any big ones, but there's still a lot of bass. Kevin, are you still trying to do surf fishing Baja? Yeah, but we can't do anything now. We have to wait till everything settles down. I would like to go do that. Futana, hey Dan, are you selling any tackle? Yeah, I have a bunch of reels and stuff listed on what is the name? OfferUp. I have OfferUp, and then I have some stuff on our website for the TV show, and I need to put more stuff up there. Let me see if I can find it for you. It's called Dan's Garage on my website, and I have a lot more stuff on OfferUp, but hopefully I can put more stuff on there on my website. But here's a link to my Dan's Garage. And once I can figure out how to do rods, I'll do rods too. So the Jehovah, how do you find new spots? Is you drive over them. You go find a spot where you know there's some fish at, or areas where you think there's fish at, and then you circle those areas. And when you're driving from one spot to the other spot, that's when I normally find other spots. Christian, yes, I like to do some freshwater fishing. I haven't done that. Kevin, you are like one of the few people I know that loves to go fishing but won't eat fish. I can't believe you're saying that. So I always like to cook and catch ideas. All right, so you guys like the catch and cook ideas. Okay. We can do that. I can pull some my catching fish videos and then edit in the cooking segment. Thank you, Fun. Was it Fortana? I wish I had 100,000 subscribers. I can't even get to 20,000. I need you guys to share my videos on your Facebook pages, on your YouTube channels, all that, so I can get more. Really want to get to, really want to get to 25,000 or so. Yeah, I posted a cooking video today, just talking about with Mike Davis from Dramarama, and he used to be in Lizzie Borden and some other bands too. I've known him since he was a kid. That's cool. Have another couple more videos of him I'm going to post up. Okay. So Daniel got another ticket. Okay, guys, last call. We're going to go ahead and do this thing. April. April. Yeah, Cowgirl. I was supposed to host a tournament last year in Rosarito, surf fishing tournament, and then COVID put an end to that. So um, once this whole COVID thing blows over and the borders are open, the beaches are all open, we'll do that again. Ivan, what's this your third or fourth ticket for today? Okay. So Oz made ceviche with his sculpin. That's good. There is a sushi bar I used to go to. I think it's in Fountain Valley, and the sushi chef was really good, extremely good. And he would sashimi live sculpin. I guess he had a tank there in the back, and he would sashimi it really good, where just there was no meat left on the skeleton of it. And then what he would do is he would bring out a plate, a white plate, put the carcass of the fish on the plate, set it down in front of you, and then sprinkle salt on top of it, and then the fish would wiggle. It was kind of creepy, but it was neat to see somebody that talented that could do that. Daniel, how's the fundraiser going? We've only got a couple $100 in, so okay. Jeff knows that place, Fountain Valley and Brookhurst. Okay, yeah, you have to email me the name of it if it's open again. I want to go over there. I've only been there a couple of times. It's been a long time. Yeah, John, I haven't been there in a few years, so I don't know if it's still open. But it's right off. I guess it's off Brookhurst. That's where Jeff was saying. It's like in a little strip mall there. Yeah, Mama Sushi is good, local. That's I go there every so often. Oh, it's closed. Did it close down for good, or is it just closed right now, Jeff? Okay. Yeah, fish guy Greg Stokes makes the Z plug. That's his lure. That is the man right there. And if you guys want a guide for stripers or bass, he's really good. Everybody right now is pretty much fishing closer to good back in 2018. All right, that's too bad. He must have retired. He's an older gentleman. All right, guys, let's do the drawing. Been here an hour and a half. I should try to make some dinner tonight. Okay, here's all the tickets. Thank you guys for your support. And here's the Dan's Garage thing again. So if you want to see some stuff that's there, and then you can look for my stuff also on OfferUp. And let me give you the raffle ticket link again. If you want to try to win a ticket, win the fishing trip with me, Catalina, for 4 people, private charter on my boat. There's a link. And make sure if you do this, um, make sure if you do that, that you put down the shipping address. All right. You got to put down the shipping address
so that your ticket will go through. Who's that other comment there? Yeah, Eric, they had live scope in there because there's no way you could have the carcass swiggle like that if the fish was dead. I don't know. Maybe I should experiment with that. If you put salt on I'm pretty sure it was live. Yeah, guys, Greg Stokes has some plastic baits coming out soon. And when he's got them all ready to go, we'll do one of these broadcast lives with him. And then you guys can ask him questions, okay? But we'll have him talk about his plastic baits to you guys. James, what I like to use for surf perch is fly rods. I take an old fly rod and I take all the guides off it and I have it rewrapped as a spinning rod. So I have like a 9 to 10 foot rod and use that for perch fishing, stuff like that. Hey Dan, how much like should it for a spinning rod for tuna, for big tuna and for giant trevally, it's going to be an expensive reel. You need a really good quality reel for that type of fishing. All right, here we go, guys. And the winner is Terry Stevens. She hasn't won in months. All right, Terry, San Diego. You can thank Jeff. He bought it. She bought 2 tickets today. Congratulations, Terry. Okay, you're talking about line out a reel. It depends what how big the fish are, but I'm thinking you're going to probably need 40 or 50 pound for that kind. Hi, Micah. All right, guys. Well, congratulations, Terry. And talk to you guys later. See you on Thursday. And I'm going to start filming some cooking videos for you guys. I'm going to start playing with some cooking videos. So hopefully you guys will like them. I want to try some of the dishes that I've experienced at different restaurants over the years. Some things I've had on sport boats and some other stuff that I just wanted to try. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. Good night, everybody. Talk to y'all later. Thank you all for your support. I really, really, really appreciate it. Thanks, Jeff, for buying today's prize. Appreciate it. Have a safe trip out there for the tuna. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.